Hey y'all, what's up? Happy Thursday, happy Thursday. Hope you all are having a great Thursday. I myself having a great one. Today is my weekend. It's my Saturday, so I'm here to give y'all a live. Y'all see the thumbnail? It is about Ready to Love, Married to Medicine, and a new show, and something that became one of my favorites so far, Beyond the Gates. And we will get into it and talk about it. Hey y'all, shine bright like a diamond. You're beautiful like diamond in the sky. Listen, y'all. What's going on? What's going on? I'm here to give y'all a review. Have fun with it. Try not to waste too much of your time, and hopefully people come in. The replay game. I appreciate y'all rewatching this video. Please make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and comment down below and let me know your thoughts about anything I discuss, especially with the new show Beyond the Gates, because it's really a good. It's a black soap opera. Majority of the cast is black, but they got sprinkle of other races in there too. But whatnot is great. A beautiful cast. I'm enjoying it. The over the top acting, the dramatics, all that is great, and the storyline. And I like how the storyline is progressing and it's not dragging one thing off for so long, but it's progressing. But soaps always have a long storylines anyway. So I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. We're gonna talk about the first 4 episodes that appeared this week, because it started this week and Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday episodes will be discussed in this live tonight. That will be the last topic. We will first talk about Ready to Love, then we're gonna do Marriage Medicine, and then we're gonna do Beyond the Gates. So anybody who want to come for the Beyond the Gates, you got time to come in. But what's up? All right, let's start off with that thing. Shows update. Start off with that. Get some people time to come in. Hey, what's up? The Trader season 3. I haven't forgotten about the next set of episodes, starting from episode 7 and beyond. I think I'll do 7 to 9 or 7 to 10. I will give you a review. Bear with me with that. Yeah, I'll get that review, please. Yeah, and it's gonna be pre-recorded like I did the last 2, and just that I haven't been watching the episode. So when I get down into it and watch the episode 8, 9, and probably possibly 10, then I'll give you a review. All right, and get it up there for y'all. But hey, I'm just seeing different tweets and clips of what's happening. So I'm kind of like really up to date. What was going on? Who's getting eliminated and stuff like that? But I need to watch the episode so I can take notes and give my opinion about the episodes. All right, Ready to Love is our own. It's come on Fridays. I'm gonna give you an update about the couples and the discussions, what we discussed there, and my opinions. Real House of Atlanta is coming out soon, and I'm telling you now, it better be good, y'all. It better be good, because Atlanta is this close. This close to getting discarded like the Potomac is, because it's like wearing thin. So I'm gonna try to hold on to it as much as possible, but it's this close, so it better be a good season. All right, Beyond the Gates. I said I was gonna do a panel style, but I'm saying, listen, nobody really just came to me and said they want to do with me or whatnot. So I'm gonna just do my review and do what I do. Watch a few couple episodes, and the next time they review, I want to give you an update. Hopefully, maybe next time in the future when I get a larger platform and I'm doing a panel style, more people be interested in discussing. So about 48, the new season started. I started watching the first episode, but I didn't finish it yet. So I got to rewatch the first episode of this for Survivor. It's just a watch along. There's no review of it. It's just watch along because, it's something to entertain myself. In the Amazing Race, when the new season come back, because I know there's a lot of twists and turns. So I know I started Amazing Race kind of late. I still used to watch the earlier seasons, but it's an on and off thing with that show. But it's a new season coming out, and it's going to be watch along as well. Favorite Business, New Orleans. I had discussed the first 3 or 4 episodes, but I haven't been watching the latest episodes yet. So when I get watching, I give you an update on what's happening. Beauty in the Black, part 2 is coming back out soon. I reviewed the part 1. Tyler Perry show. It's on Netflix. Let's get into it when we get to it. And Fair and Fiance, I have not forget about it. What I might do for Fair and Fiance, because I said I was going to pre-record it, but I said, you know what? Let me do this. I would think I would do a live dedicated for just the first 3 episodes of new season of Fair and Fiance. They're probably on Tuesday, so I could watch them, take notes, and give you my updates of each one of them. We'll see. And y'all notice I took Love is Blind out. I took it out because you know what? After I viewed it last time, I was so done with it. I was done with it. I just don't know what's happening, what's going on, but I felt like at this moment, ain't no sense in me continuing the rest of the season and watch it because I was so over some of these people in their parts. They dragged up the parts for so damn long. And then when I was talking about it, I was getting annoyed. So I'm over it, and I don't want to continue it. So Love is Blind reviews will not be longer happening at this moment. So I'm going to continue on the Ready to Love and the rest of the shows here. That's why I took it off. Like that. But I watch other people's reviews on it, so I get caught up on what's happening. But me watching it and reviewing it, that's not happening. All right, let's get to the shows. Like I said, I'm not going to hold y'all up too long. Oh, I got no banner for Ready to Love, but whatever. It is what it is. Ready to Love. Next time I do a review, I will have a thumbnail banner. So they ain't a Philly season this year. Y'all know I reviewed the last 2 episodes, and this is episode 3 now. This week, this past Friday, the 2 mixers, because when they did this season, they broke up the mixers. It's gonna give everybody a chance to shine, showcase who they are and whatnot. Because usually, normally in the past, they get everybody come together, they talk, they have the discussions, and after that, it just disbanded. Don't have a discussion and then start limiting people right away. And I feel like a lot of people don't get a second chance or fair chance because it's a big mixer. It's very hard to try to interact with everyone at one time. So it should be and then you eliminate it so people so early. And I said sometimes that is be a disservice because that person probably will be better next time. Or if you gave them a little bit more time, maybe they'd be warming up. So what they do this season, they split it up. They split like half of the cast for the first week, then half of the cast for the second week, and then the third week they combine everybody together. And I think I like that. And then whoever's got eliminated who was in the bottom in those weeks, they gave them a second chance, if they have a second chance, to do it again. To maybe learn from what the feedback was and continue on. And I think that I like the kind of how they did that. And not eliminate some people so early. Now, after you get the second chance and you still bomb, then that's it. No more third chances. You had your 2 chances. They gave you a chance. Because maybe the first time you didn't do well. Second time, maybe you be better. But no. So that's that. So everybody's together now. The first mixer group, the second mixer group. Cooley, remember the last episode? Cooley said, don't waste her every motherfucker every time. If you got to eliminate her, because they didn't like her and stuff like that and whatnot, so don't waste her time. But realized Tommy said, listen, what about if I like 8 more people that you haven't seen yet? She said, hold up, wait a minute, I'm gonna stay. Listen, let me stay. I ain't gonna shoot my shooting the foot like that. I'm gonna give other people a chance. So I said, good. I said, yeah, maybe you probably find somebody in the first group, whatever. And Sahara, you can't say her name Sahara. You gotta say Sahara because that's how she says it. So Sahara, she got a second chance, and she doing well with her second chances. So she stayed there. But Will, unfortunately, he got a second chance, but he just cannot get over this jokester mentality he has and personality he has. And I think serious issues that he should be serious on. He jokes a lot, make a lot of jokes, and uncomfortability too. So I guess it's nerves and whatnot, but whatever, Will. Hopefully you find your right person or whatnot, or heal for yourself. And I think some people do use comedy or humor to mask a pain because, going through grief, losing your parents, like that. Maybe I don't think he really properly grieved, and I think he uses laughter to not think about the seriousness of the situation he's going through. So he didn't get a third chance, so he got to go. So everybody else is still there. And so one of the contestants was saying Angie. Angie said, was it Angie or was it True? Because Angie was talking about Wayne. I think it was True. I think about Angie for the wrong reason. No, it was Angie. Wayne. I'm thinking about somebody else. Wayne has a text or call Angie. They exchanged numbers. And she said, listen, this is a short process. And you going to go pursue me and everything. You should at least give me a contact and call, especially with busy lives and everything. And I said, yes, you should have been contacting and calling and whatnot. And he hasn't. So I said, okay, so you going to take someone's number and you don't have no desire to call them or whatever, or take your sweet time. I said, we don't got much sweet time in a short process. You got to let me know what's up. And if you so involved in your routine and everything and you can't communicate, why you haven't someone's number? And I don't like the idea that said you're so busy that you can't communicate. Everybody's on their phone. Everybody has a phone, and they're most likely on their phone. So you cannot tell me nobody has not checked their phones at least once they get a ding or ding, whatever your notification is or sound is when you get a notification and message. People check their phones. It's up to the person to respond how they want to respond back and everything. However, you don't expect the person who keeps sending you messages to wait around for you forever either if you don't want to respond to their messages or calls. So I feel like if you make the time when you want to make time, and no matter how busy you are, because somebody call you something that you really interested in them, you will make the time to call back. And even if it's like, hey, I can't talk right now, but I definitely would love to speak to you, and I can speak to you when I get home, and I call you when I get home for a few minutes, and I think that should be fine. But no messages at all, and no pursuing, that's crazy. Especially you gotta court, like, come on, guys, you gotta court these women. Like, you gotta let them know you're interested and you want to talk. Yeah, so I'm saying, okay, they. So Tommy said this week you gotta focus on quality. Focus on quality, and this time the guys will be eliminated. A guy will be eliminated in this end of this process and of this dating week. So ladies, you got the power this week. So I said, okay, cool. So now the ladies feel like they can relax a little bit because they got the power this week. But you can't relax too much because next time they will have the power. The men will have the power. So you got to be on your P's and Q's and your toes, 100%. So Naeem mentioned he has 5 kids. Because we know that for the first mixer, he had 5 kids and 3 baby mamas. I said, child, I don't know how you going to have time to court a woman when you have those many kids and 3 baby mamas. Like, especially if you're an active parent. If you're active and you got that many kids, like, how are you going to have the time to court a woman and everything and whatnot? And how a woman will feel about being with you when you have that many kids. And I said, you will stop or you will have more if the woman want one. And I think he said he will. But I said, boy, calm down. So that's like I don't know why you're in the process. Now I'm saying that you can't find the person, but you have to find someone who probably don't want any kids at all, who don't have no desire and whatnot, and comfortable being a bonus parent to your kids there, and she be happy. That's the person you probably want, but not want someone who want to start their own family and they have to deal with you already have your 5, and then it's way too much. I don't know. Like, can I date someone who has yes, I can date someone who has a child. But 5, that's way too much. That's way too much, and for anyone to deal with. And then you got 3 baby mamas. You don't even know how the baby mamas gonna be and how they react. Is the interaction with you and them, are they amicable? Is it civil or is toxic? Because one is bad enough. Then you got 2, and then you got 3. Nah. So Cam said he go with the flow. He down for whatever. He down for whatever. Marriage is not always the end goal. I know some of the people in this cast, they feel like that's what they want. They want marriage and marriage. But I think people understand that marriage is not always the end goal for everyone. And that's okay. It's nothing wrong with that. I think people just put so much values that being married is the only way to show your true love with someone and being there and show commitment. Commitment doesn't always end in marriage. Y'all do know that, right? Commitment doesn't always end the marriage. Commitment could be one-on-one, stay loyal to them, with them, stay truthful to them, honest, and they love veterans is hard. You don't only have to get married. So I understand that people say marriage not for them. It might not be for them, and you should make somebody. And nobody should make you feel bad, or you should feel bad about it. It's not always the end though, because sometimes it's more detrimental than when you were before you got married. But a lot of these ladies want to be married, they want to be wives, and their husband, and that for him to say he go whatever, if it happens, happens. If it doesn't, whatever. So it maybe put some girls off. Cam is the firefighter. Wayne said he like to take baby steps to marriage. Like he interested in it, but it's gonna be baby steps. I said, okay, you don't rush. There should not be a rush to marriage. But everybody got their own different timelines. Some people have a quick process to marry. Some people can take a long process to get married and whatnot. How long is the baby steps? How long will you wait before you decide to be married to someone? That's a question that people should ask. How long is baby steps? So say it's okay, you don't have to rush into it, but how long? Or you not the type of person who will drag me along, know that person want marriage, and have me stick with you, throw that carrot, they're gonna carrot from my face, even though you have no intention and ever be married, but you just like it to have that person giving them hope, and then wait in the years, in the youth, wait for you to come around to marry them. Yeah. So how long is the process for you to wait before you decided, what, this is the person for me and I get married? That's if that's your end goal. So Cam and Deanna talking. Deanna's a firefighter and Cam is a firefighter. So they're colleagues and what, and they talk, and she was kind of like rude. Like, oh, I don't date my colleagues. I don't date down. He's like, because she said, what year or what platoon you in? It's like that. Oh, you knew me. So I trained cadets. I was like that. And I said, okay, girl. So you trying to shun him or something? Because you're a trainer and he just recently knew like 5 years and not how much he is in you. If you don't want to date someone in the same profession or your colleagues, that's fine. But you don't have to be rude about it. Like, you kind of like shutting this guy down. Now, not only that, and then I think she also said like he's kind of timid and intimidated. Maybe he feel that. Maybe he it maybe shows, of course, on how he feel like. And when his interaction with some of these ladies, it does feel like he's very timid or intimidated by the ladies, or or shy in kind of way, and not being fully open to show his vulnerability and share who he is, and not keep the surface level. So I do see that. But then he said he's short, and then this is that. I don't think. Like, she was kind of being rude to him. She said, had no shot. It's fine. He had no shot for him, but you could have been more respectful about that. So they had some group dates. That True had Naeem, that Hussein, Shanice, and Kiara J. It was skatering. Now, Shanice wore some outfit that was kind of like halter jumpsuit, whatever it is, and I never somebody wear that for a skating ring. When you're gonna go to skating ring, you're gonna wear comfortable clothes because you're gonna be skating and you might fall. So you don't want to wear something that your breast might pull out and whatever. But that's that. We're gonna find out that True gave Hussein her number, and Hussein said it's a green dot. Now I know this is whole big debate. People still going on. I know it's like people really be serious about it, or they just joking about the iPhones and Android wars. And when your iPhone uses a green bubble, they don't like. A lot of iPhone users don't like that. They said, "Don't give me a green bubble. This disturbing," and that's that. I was like, I don't know. I'm an Android person, and I always gonna be Android. nothing wrong with iTunes or Apple, but that's it. Apple's too expensive for me. Too expensive for me. But that's a matter. But it's not something that grown people should be really get upset about. However, he realized he has a Google Doc number. And I think he's kind of checking back about that. And I said, okay, but even so, she said, you can still contact me. You can still call the number. And yeah, I understand giving a Google Doc number could be off-putting because I said, okay, when you think you might call someone, the Google Voice message or Google Voice activator come on. And I was like, because sometimes people like scammers like to use Google Docs numbers or something like that to make you think that it's legit, but they're not. So you gotta be a little iffy, and I understand some people might give that number out for safety reasons instead of giving a real number. But true as I listen, no matter Google Doc number, my real number, you still has a call. I can still answer that phone line. It's like you still haven't said anything, you haven't reached out. So what is going on here? And I said, yeah, I mean, call them. But at the same time, I said, listen, I'm a person who like the phone number. I don't need no Google Docs and like that. But if you don't want to give out the number, you can give out. You may have a social media handle like an Instagram or a Twitter or something like that we could communicate without having to give numbers. Messages is out there. There are messages apps or whatever that you could communicate through there until you're comfortable enough to get each other's numbers, whatever. But at the end of the day, it sounded like she gave the number and hoping that he would use it and call her, even if she will respond to the call because that's the number she gave, even though it was an actual real phone number. It's a Google Doc number, whatever. And when y'all call the Google Doc number, let me know how y'all will feel in that situation. Because I was like, yeah, I understand it, why he put off-putting about that. Because I said, girl, if you really, I mean, I don't want to call no Google Doc number. And that's his right. But it's also her right to give a number when she want to give. But she's a real number, fake number, you have a call. Just, she'll call. And if you call and then she wasn't picking up and everything, then it'll be on her. So then we had another group date. We had Cooley, Ellie, Wayne, and Angie. And we know that Cooley and Eddie is really connecting. And they do together, they do seem aesthetically pleasing. They do. So I was like, they look like they will be a good couple. You know, Eddie's the tall, nice, like eye guy, and nice little complexion, the bed. So a lot of ladies like that Eddie type. But I said, what more Eddie's given? Are he deep? His conversations? Because I don't really get much from him more than he's tall and handsome. So we're gonna get deeper with this Eddie, like more intentional questions. But Wayne was talking about how his brother and his connection with his brother and everything, and I think his like brother passed away and everything. Or at least, no, Wayne was talking about how his connection with his brother and is important. And then from there, Cooley broke down. And it just came out of nowhere. It was like an out of nowhere breakdown. It's not like she was talking about it as a build up, but when Wayne was talking about her brother, then she just started choking up. And it's like sometimes people might be uncomfortable. Like, okay, I don't know what to do, like, girl, you just break down crying like that. And it's good to release because, you know, grief comes in different forms. It's not always a straight line. It's like it comes when it comes. You may be fine one day and there's a waterworks coming out. Or whatever your coping mechanism comes when it comes to griefs. And so she said it's her brother's birthday and he's up in glory heaven and it's really cool. But then she said she mentioned Eddie and his father passed away and his connection. Hey, what's up, Lou? I'm talking about Ready to Love right now. So I'm talking about 3 shows: Ready to Love, Married to Medicine, and Beyond the Gates. So I'm doing Ready to Love right now. So I'm quickly get through that so we get to the other 2 shows. We're still pretty early on. And so mentioned about his dad. Now, I don't know if he wanted her to bring up the dad. I don't think he was upset about it, but I was like, girl, shit, damn, I wanted you to tell somebody that my dad passed away. And I said, But she used that moment, and I think they were all there for Cooley and consoled her and gave toast to her brother. It was a nice moment. I mean, it's helpful for her to at least get that out, to release it. Cause you need support system. So Angie put pressure on Wayne. She said, "Listen, what's going on? Because I can let her know. You have my number. I gave it to you, and it's up to you to follow up. So I'm not gonna be chasing you, whatever. So, or you gonna call me or whatnot because I ain't gonna be waiting for so long. So I'm having hope, and it's not an ultimatum to you, but you gotta pursue. Now you pursue, I'm gonna move on without you, man." He's like, "Oh, okay, okay." But he seemed like he don't really care. Like the pressure now, he just seemed lackadaisical, like whatever. I said, "Boy, if you didn't want to be there, you should just leave on your own accord. You don't have to waste nobody's time. Don't have to waste nobody's." And also, somebody else gave her number. I think Cooley also gave Wayne her number or something like that, and he has to use it. So I said, "Wayne, what you doing, man? This is crazy. How you get somebody number and they don't use it." I said, "What you got it in the first place for?" Sure. So Rocky, Khalil, Rose, Tay, Fritz, and Cam were all went to pottery dating. I want to do that one day. I've been seeing it on TV. I've been seeing everybody doing it, and I never did that one day because I like to venture. So I might try to see if I can find a pottery class around me. If somebody get that done. It really was a one-time experience. I just want to go there and just have a good time and enjoy it. So they was doing the class and they having a good time and joking and enjoying themselves. And then they all splitting up their different little individual groups, individual one-on-ones. So they had deeper connections and conversations. And Rocky and Fritz connected because they were both like mama's boys and daddy's girls. So they kind of connected in that kind of way. And she said, "Oh, he's a mama boy, so he know he had to treat a woman and everything all right. He knows that he loves the woman he want to treat." I said, "That could be." But also on the flip side, Daka shows that he wants someone like his mom. And he had to do things what his mom does for him. And you had to basically be his mom. So it can go two ways. He could do that. His mama's boy, that he could respect a woman. He knows how to treat a woman because he respects his mom. And sometimes when you respect your mom, you respect women. That could be. But at the same time, another thing is that maybe he looking for a partner that's going to be like his mom, so he expect you to do things what his mom does for him. So it could go two the ways. So I know how she was so optimistic. She said, "Oh, he could respect a woman doing." I said, "But there could be the other side of things. Don't overlook the other side that he could be doing." But it's vice versa. The daddy girls too. Sometimes they're missing a father figure. They have a father figure that's in their life. They're gonna run and compare. They want their spouse to be just like their fathers, and sometimes they may not live up to it or whatever. But usually you try to mimic. You should choose a partner that will mimic our parents in some way, shape, or form, whether it's negative or positive. And sometimes you don't realize that. You really don't realize that. But you gotta do what you gotta do. But don't overlook the other side of things, Rocky. Because it could go the other side as well. Now Cam and Tay talk, and Cam said he just want a feminine woman, something feminine. And he's a firefighter, so he's very dominant, but at the same time he wants a woman who's feminine. And I said, okay. And Tay was like, in one aspect, like you just want a feminine and just to be under your control, under your leadership, whatnot, because you're not giving much that they could show their submissive side and their feminine side. What if they have tints of masculinity? Is it gonna be a turn off to you? So, well, I just know Cameron just feel like he's felt guarded a little bit. He's just not opening up as much. I got something I say he gotta go deep end with his finished yet because it's still new. But at the same time, when you want to court these ladies in a short process, and you say you want to build a family and whatnot, and you just want to be noticed more than your firefighter skills, you got to show more social skills and let us know more about you, man. And not just saying some little snippet stuff. It's like really think about what you want and how you explain it and articulate it, and not be timid about what you say. But whatever. So the ladies went to vault with Tommy. Tommy's always extravagant as always, and over the top with comedy and showmanship. And the top guys for the week, a lot of ladies are feeling this, Hussein and Fritz and Eddie. And Shanice had a moment because she feel like she always do for herself, and it's very touching for someone to take care and look out for her as well and see she's okay, how she's doing, because sometimes she be strong and holding on to it and be there for everyone, but you may need that moment for yourself. And it's like always do it for yourself, always independent, always there for yourself, and you might not get the check-in from people as you think. So to have the person who really care and show up and wants to know how you feeling and wants to know how you doing, what's your mind state, it's very touching. So she had a moment, it broke down. A lot of ladies felt this. They started tearing up, and I said, "Oh, Shanice." So it was a very memorable moment for her. And then the bottom guys mostly was Wayne and Cam. Wayne on the hand because listen, ladies feel like he's not taking the process seriously. He's not courting his ladies. He's not courting people and whatnot. And I say, yes, he's not really taking it serious, because then he's discussed. He started talking about his routine. Now, Deanna was talking to Wayne and how he's not taking the serious process seriously. He's not counting the ladies. He's not really following it up. He's not calling. He's not really playing the day. So what is that? He said he gets his routine, and he enters his routine, and that's just very hard to break it. So when you have that and I have your number, I will reach out when I have the time, or reach out when it's ready for me and I'm comfortable and not in my routine as much. And he just said 5 to 7 days. I said, oh, so they got to wait 5 to 7 business days for you to reach out? Oh, okay. I didn't even know we were going to be this kind of way, but I guess I got to reach out to you 5 to 7 business days. I can't go by. Go ahead. You in your routine, you can't break your routine out for a little few seconds to call someone that you're supposed to be interested in. That means you didn't really care about this process at all. And since you don't care, and it seemed like he did, because he didn't really push back and anything. He just said, it is what it is. I'm not stressing nobody in this cast. I wasn't feeling nobody around here. I said, so what you and your bang gang was doing here in the first place? You just left your bang gang somewhere else and just let somebody else have a spot for you who really want to be there. But that was that. That was Ready to Love. I will continue on my review and my opinions about some things. And let me know your thoughts. All right, let's get to Marriage Medicine. Because the last 2 episodes. And I know, obviously, on Twitter about a lot of things, about a lot of people's opinions about the show, who they team on. I said, first of all, I'm too going to be talking about team someone. I'm not, if I see something and I'm going to call it out in both ends, I'm going to call it out in both ends. And to be honest, y'all, some of y'all might not like me, but I'm not Team King. Now, I'm not saying that what he did was completely wrong, but I'm just saying I'm not 100% on his side. And I'm not on G side. I'm not on Quad side. I'm not on Heavy side. I'm on nobody's side. Because at this point, a lot of these people in this cast is getting my nerves. A lot of people annoy me. Yes, it's a new season in Philly. It's a nice, real good looking cast, but it's in Philly this year, and I'm enjoying it. And to be honest, y'all. Oh wait, hold up. I didn't get to the review yet. I'm just going to talk. I don't know about Medicine like that. Like, I'm enjoying it, but at the same time, it's just like a lot of people. I'm not really on their side. I'm just not really feeling a lot of them. And the antics, what's going on, how they handle it, this freaking hurt each other to make up, hurt each other to make up. I said, y'all need to stop that. It's getting too. I don't have time for them to be going back and forth with y'all. How many lessons y'all need to learn? How many groups and such y'all need to learn to stop doing this to each other? It's like, I don't care. Yeah, come on now. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So no, I'm not nobody's side in this freaking 2 episodes. What I'm going to talk about, I'm going to talk about how I feel about it, and that's that. So I know people be women to each other. I'm King is right. He had the right. Greg is right. I said, F everybody. That's why I say F everyone in this cast. F it. Now some more than others, but the ones that know me, it is what it is. But let's get into it. What y'all think about the episodes? Cause, child. So Quad said she felt disregarded of her. She felt disregarded from last season by the ladies. How they disregarded her feelings about having G around when she's known she was the ex. That's her ex husband, wife, and parade around Greg with his new wife in front of her, and they didn't even consider her feelings. And yes, I do agree. I do feel like last season y'all fought to have them back on the show, and I don't know why Greg and T decided episode wasn't. Child. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't. The last two episodes, it was a given. It's a whole bunch of turmoil, too much going, too much, and I'm just getting annoyed about a lot of things. So, she felt disregarded. I said, yeah, I gotta agree. Like, y'all didn't consider it. Y'all wanted them in a freaking cast. Greg and T around. They didn't care about Quad feelings and how she would feel and whatnot. And I said, okay, I'll give you that. Now I need to say to the ladies, but I don't know. Maybe the ladies feel like they understand where Quad coming from and maybe haven't even started to realize that or whatever. But y'all as a collective group, oh, and that's right, you don't drop T. Listen, I think they all have their parts to play in the show. They all have their parts to play in the show. But my thing is, don't downplay T. Uh, oh yeah, no, you gonna ask no. You can talk about Heavenly's comment because I was gonna mention that too in this live. I'm gonna mention that about what she said. I didn't like what she said, and I let everybody let her behind up. Cause I said, "Come on now, like really, girl." It's funny how that y'all love to be around the people part of the community. Because I'm part of the community. Y'all love to be part of it. People have us around, but the secretly gonna despise us and think we weak and we bees or we soft. So I said, no, that's far from it. And I'll break down what she said. I'm not gonna go do the audio, but I'll mention with it and then don't talk about it. So I ain't thinking about it. I know what she said, and she was messed up for it. And she knew she was wrong because she apologized, but that apology, whatever. After that, I don't have high hope for Heavenly anyway. I don't have high hope for her because she go around, she can say whatever she want to say, and everybody love to defend her like she don't do no wrong. And when she go by say about other people, y'all just love to fight for freaking Heavenly. Heavenly's this, Heavenly's that, Heavenly that. But when people call her out, now we know we haters. No, we not hating. No, she need to learn what that she can't just say whatever she want. But people just like to excuse what she be saying online because they like her. No, call her out on it, just like they call everybody else out. So Greg apologizes to T about his behavior towards her, about how he was yelling at her and all that stuff like that, and he thinking that she was an older woman and wiser, and she didn't get that. I said no. At the end of the day, first of all, she was younger, so she gonna clap back. And I like how T don't let these ladies punk her. Whether she's right or wrong, I like how she just stand up for herself. So that's why I'm not on a bandwagon of T need to shut up. No, if T needs to shut up, then Heaven needs to shut up. If Heaven could get on her platform and talk mess about everybody, she could get her platform and talk mess too. Whether she's wrong or not, let them deal with that. Let them check her when they want to check her. It is what it is. But I'm not going to sit here and act like that she needs to shut up and not say nothing when everybody else talk about her too. So no, she got back to say what she want to say, just like Heavenly got back to say, and I'm just here. That's why I say I don't care about nobody right now. Because at the end of the day, it is what it is. Why are we all freaking mad about one person and the other person doing the same thing, the other person doing like what are we doing here? At the end of the day, they don't go back and forth with each other. They can beefing, let them beef, and let us enjoy it, and then just deal with it. But the whole fact we gonna shun her out and say, "Oh, she need to get kicked off." I said, "Whatever. Y'all don't like her. She want to be going next season. Is fine. I think a lot of people should be going. They run their course, but whatever." So, but they were saying that Qual was drunk and she's doing the most. Qual was drunk and doing the most. I agree. She was. She was definitely drunk and doing the most. If y'all go back and review about that freaking pool party scene with the questioning and thing, I discussed how I felt. I felt like they all played a part of it. I'm not blaming Greg. I'm not blaming Quad. I feel like the flame was fueled by everybody outside fueling the fire, making it like putting the light to the freaking situation. I said, listen. And then yeah, she was doing the most, and she was drunk, and she was saying a lot of things. It wasn't now, but now he did say, oh, he know how Quad gets and everything. I said, if you know how she gets when she's drunk and everything, why you just respond? You should just ignored her. Especially you know how she gets when she's having a little too much drink. We don't know she was throwing that back. But I do feel like I do know also that Quad got some unresolved feelings, and this Greg does. They both have some healing to them. And I like what they had this last episode when they discussed that they all have some feelings, have some healing to do. And I'm glad they tell the line in front of Quad's face. Because I said, go Quad, yes, you do got some healing done too, girl. You do need some healing. Just like Greg does too. Because I think none of y'all is really completely healed from your freaking relationship with each other. They not. Both of y'all not. Because y'all are, and y'all really truly done with each other, y'all won't have no words to say to each other. They can just say hi, bye, and keep it moving. But all that emotions coming out of it, no, y'all both at both ends still got some unresolved issues and feelings. And you can't say nothing else. And I don't care what anybody else say, I do feel like that. Because you want to be going off and off like that, whether you're in drunk state or not, about some freaking dusty ass Greg. So Heaven invited Paulo to the group, which I don't understand why. But to be messy, of course. And are we surprised that Heavenly's messy? No. But or her agenda where I wanted it to show how they could move past it and teach us, because you know when we get divorced, when she how to go. I said, how you think they will be the two people to show how to be amicable with each other after divorce when they could still have some animosity towards each other? They may be good for now when it comes to co-parenting with the boys, but other than that, how you think that will work? And I think Phaedra got a word of it, and then bought Shek, knowing that Shek and Apollo was good friends. And like Shek did tell Phaedra that he know Apollo. And she said, okay. And he made me know. He said, I know Apollo and I know Shirian. I know his wife too. So I'm cool with them. I know them. He let him be known. And I guess Phaedra didn't care, so she still invited him, but whatever. It is what it is. But Heavenly first said she didn't know that Shirian was coming. Because Apollo did say Shirian wasn't coming. But I think some way, shape, or form along the line, she got wind that she was coming. Before they able to show up. I said, "Ooh." I said, "Have you go?" Jackie Simone told Heavenly because Heavenly told them what she's dead, and they said, "Oh, it's not a good idea." Oh, now y'all say it's not a good idea, but it was no good idea to bring Greg and T back. Y'all didn't think about that was a good idea to bring him around the group when you know Quad is still around. I guess not, but what friends are y'all? Y'all didn't think about that last season, but y'all think it's not a good idea for Phaedra? But Heavenly keeps saying, Phaedra knows, Phaedra knows, Phaedra knows. I said, after you invited him. But yes, when you told her, I think Phaedra did say she didn't really care much. She said, all right. But she did feel like it was weird why you invited him. But I don't think she really opposed to it or attest to it. But, so that's why she said, you know what? If you go bring, I think if he gonna come and he might bring Sherry in, I might bring Shaq. But then Phaedra, what I don't like, hey, you told Paulo that Shaq told you that he didn't know him, Apollo. I said, no, Shaq didn't tell you that. Shaq did not tell you that. He did not tell you that he did not know him. Because you knew damn well that Shaq told you that he knew Apollo and they was close. So the fact that you try to play them off that he told you not, nah, that's not good. No. So they had a private sandbar, Cecil and Simone, the sandbar, a private island, and they're gonna have a good time over there, enjoy themselves. I said, yes, I wish y'all just enjoy yourself and not really go into arguments, but it can't be a reality TV show without a freaking group event, without some thing go down. That's why I can't do these type of shows. And I said, why? Because I'd be so annoyed. I said, I ain't coming around. And then they ain't gonna pay me because they're gonna say, Misery, you gotta go to the show, you gotta get filmed. I said, oh, do I? Please give me some food or something so I can eat and everything while everybody want to argue and I can stay in my distance and eat and something like that. Because I ain't want to be around and be involved in all this actionist all the damn time. I'm too old to be trying to be fighting, getting arguments with a bunch of people. I don't got time for that. So about Phaedra told us that Shirian was the side chick that he was messing with her while she was pregnant for her second son. I said, well, that's low, dirty, damn bastard hello. But we all know about the storylines. Real Housewife of Atlanta. And so got the bottom of it. They said Apollo and Shaq knew each other, but Apollo would get the bottom of it because his son. I said, what's so funny, Gates? Why do you care? At the end of the day, when we find out that shit, they told you that he went to the speed dating date, and then he told you he was going out on a date with Phaedra. But after that, he said, yeah, but you didn't tell me that. I said, what do he need to tell you about every details? He told you on a date with Phaedra, and he knew Phaedra, and he met Phaedra, and he was on a date with her, and he, like, whatnot. That's all you need to know. All you know that your homeboy, your cool boy, is hanging out with Phaedra right now. You knew that. So don't pretend you didn't know nothing about all that stuff. But you was going by that. Phaedra tell you that, Shaq said he didn't know you. But after that, the whole thing went down. Y'all still went out to go strip club, whatever it is. So I said that. So the guys talk, and they welcome King to the group. Hey, King, how you doing? What's up? Whoop, doo, whoop, whoop. Let's find out. So they want to do some testosterone measuring contests like they always do, like go straight men's do, try to size up each other about push-ups and all that stuff like that. And then Greg did his, and he saying teacher's name, freaking everything. I said, boy, shut up. Do the 25 push-ups and stop saying her name all the damn time. Like, come on, goodbye. That was annoying. I would say t-shirt. I said, boy, shut up. So that whole interaction was going on. Greg and King talked a little bit. And Greg said he said to shut the F up. Now, Quad and King did not hear it. I don't think none of them heard it, what happened. Because I feel like if they did heard it, it was corny. It definitely was corny. Way corny. Heard it, then he probably reacted right then and there. But then again, I would say, Greg, why do you feel the need to say that? Why do you feel the need to say that? I don't need for you to say that. Oh, and I said, shut the fuck up. I said, you was antagonizing. That was no need for you to say none of that. You could let that go. Like, read the room sometimes, y'all. Just read the room. You don't need to bring out information that you don't need to bring out. They said, yes, we had an argument yesterday. It went out of hand. I have no issue with you and everything. Quad said something. I was annoyed a little bit. I held back and I said something, whatever. That's what it is. King said Greg should apologize. I said that Greg said Quad should apologize to him too. And he said, I said, yeah, I agree. She was out. She was coming out of the wood. She was doing the most that night. She was doing the most that night. So if she had to apologize, she needs to apologize too. I agree with that. Don't say I gotta apologize and if he can't apologize, she ain't apologizing. No, I'm not apologizing nothing. If you're not gonna go both ways, why you think I need to apologize? So they squashed that a little bit. He said, listen, I didn't know you then, but I know you now and everything. But if I knew I have an issue, I would come to you. And that's all he was saying. He said, listen, you could come to me, whatever it is. If she says something to you, just come to me and everything. They came to an understanding about that. However, I don't take the notions that if she said something to him and he can't say nothing back. I said, no, I don't do that. I don't subscribe to that. No woman should not say something to my man and he cannot respond back just because he's a woman. And vice versa. Now, if you have a partner and you want your partner to stick up for you, I agree with that. However, just because she's a woman and she says something to him, he has the right to respond back. I don't say he put his hands on her. He has the right to respond back. So, to me, to be honest, Greg and King came to an understanding. So I don't understand what led him to get all beefed up again to Greg later on that same day. I didn't understand that because y'all came to understanding. What was the need for you to walk up to him again, just check Greg again? Like, I don't care for Greg, but I feel like that first time y'all had the conversation with the round of boys, y'all said we had no issue with each other. I had no issue with you. You had no issue with me. We fine. We good. We can squash this and let it be. Next time, if she says something, I'll come to you. Next time it happens. Cool. And nothing else needs to be discussed. Nothing else to be discussed. Now we're going online. Everybody talk about every other thing. How Greg this, Greg wrong, Greg this, Greg that. And I'm watching my episode myself. I said, okay, they can't. Nobody discussing how they can understand and agreement with each other. Nobody discussed that. And then took the energy that was happening earlier with the ladies and decided to take that moment to check him again. I said, what was the point? Y'all just had to understand it. That's why I said I'm not on Team King. I'm not mad for him to stand up for Quad. He should. He should. However, you don't need to come to me a second time after we ready to squash it the first time. No, I'm not here for that. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. He has the right to swim Quad, but after we had an understanding the first time, we say we're cool. You don't need to come up and me, buck up on me again. That means you want to prove yourself. You want to have your moment. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. So they say Shex is from the streets. He's from the streets. He's passed around. He get around. I say whatever. It is what it is. Phaedra married the guy. She's having a good time. So whatever. He's from the streets. He's right now entertaining Phaedra. Phaedra got someone who to take her right now. Took her away from the arguments with Apollo. Did all whatever he had to do. She having a good time. She's not marrying the guy. So let her have her fun. It is what it is. So Apollo was trying to go on, and Check was saying, he said, "Did I tell you I was going on a date when I was on a date with Phaedra?" He said, "Yeah, but you didn't say nothing just after that." I said, "What he need to say? That he kissed her neck or something? What more did you need? That means you bothered. Why are you so bothered?" Like Phaedra said, "Why are you so bothered about who I'm dating?" And then she would say, "Faye, Apollo don't give a fuck about what you going on, Faye." She said, "My name ain't Faye, you bad bill bitch." I said, "Oh, that's right." I said, "Damn, Faye, that was so quick, girl. It just came out of your tongue." And I said, "Ooh, chill." So it was like T said they had T piped up. That's what I said. Everybody was like doing the most this season. I can y'all sit down and drink? Gosh, annoying me. So T piped up. She said, "Who invited her? Who invited them?" Heavily. And she said, "Why do we invite them knowing there's issues?" And I said, "Yeah, exactly. Y'all inviting exes around the group knowing there's unresolved issues, just like y'all inviting the freaking Greg back in the fold with T. Upstage squad. Or disregard her feelings. Y'all all whack. Because now it shows they didn't move past and move forward, especially Paulo. He's still pressed. So, and it favored too a little bit. You know, she knew inviting Shaq, especially when you know they was boys around because she knew Apollo was coming. So you write a Shaq, Phaedra on the game. She did that. You know that. It is what it is. But whatever. So why would you say that? She said, so they said, "I just talk to you, girl. You get out my face. I just talk to you. Get out my face. I don't like to ask me no questions." So T and Heavily go back and forth. And T fired me. I said, "Listen, hey, this Heavily got somebody to go after toe with her and not backing down from her. Because Heavily got the mouth, so she thinks her mouth can get people to back off of her." And I said, "No, people don't like backing off. They got it. Whether T is right or wrong, she's giving the energy." So, they go back and forth. And they got go rolls. And they say, "You raise a bad built bitch and you buzz too buck face, big titty, wow." I know, I'm making words up, whatever. They say something about one line. They were dissing each other, they going back and forth, they arguing. And now the guys had to get T away. And Damon got Heavily. And it was a lot of things. That moment, when they ladies about to get down and get the moment, and they had to separate it, and everybody's emotions are high. King took that opportunity to check Greg again. I said, "Boy, what you mad at again?" So you just had a moment that you went down there. He said, "Hold up, now I'm mad still." I said, "Okay, but you took that moment to come back when you could have said all that again, all that way the first time you had this conversation." So I'm here the second time. I said, "No, King wasn't doing the most." Now, so they going back and forth. He said, "Listen, I don't care what you say, man. Would you like to say you come to me?" I said, "Y'all had this conversation." He said, "Yes, he will come to you after next time." So what is it again, King? Why are you mad? So they going off. Greg doing this. He said, "I don't got no issue with you. I don't got no problem with you, man." So like that. I said, "We gonna go on." Just don't say nothing about it. She said, "Oh, she can say whatever she wants." I said, "No, she can't. No, she can't." Now you try to say she can say whatever she want, but you can't say that. No, she can't say whatever she want, and he can't say nothing. That's not how things goes. Now everybody say, "Oh, King, they say that." No, King, they say that. He said that in his mouth. She can say whatever the fuck she wants. No, she can't. But when he was gone, he would come to you and talk to you instead of directly addressing Quan. But however, she cannot say whatever she want to say. And then do all this and that backed away. Now this was Greg, you did messed up. Now you doing back the way and everything, and then the guys came through. They you want to turned up. I know what you about, man. I know what you about, man. I see what it is, and I know what you're good. I said, now, you turning the hell up, Greg. Now you ain't doing none of that when it was just you and King by the 1-on-1 by yourself. When all this Mr. Turmoil was happening, and you had that 1-on-1 conversation. And now you backed up. The guys came there. Now you want to bucked up? No. So I understand why it agitated to the point to the fight. However, that didn't happen. It didn't need to happen in the first place. So Queen ain't buck up to you the first time, but then you got bold when the guys came around. Like, come on, like y'all always whack to me. It's like it's just that. It's stupid. That's why I said in my Discord, I'm in nobody's side. I'm team nobody. Because this is ridiculous. All these fights happening for what? For what? And now Quad is running towards King and said, baby, 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 baby. Because, you know, Greg started bumping up when the guys came around, kind of agitating King. Now, King want to fight and what? Have your little moment on TV. Okay, man. And then CC was happening, and then she's running over there, getting in between Greg and I like coming towards. I said, so you go, T was gonna fight King or something? Like, what's going on, girl? Like, you get in the midst of, like, I know you combat trained and you military, but at the same time, whether you could take down King or not, girl, why are you stepping in between the two guys and trying to fight King? Like, I don't understand defending your man, but get to your man and say, baby, what's going on? Stop, whatever. So like, all that. Because you know, in 2.5 seconds, he gonna blame you. And this is exactly what he did later on. We're gonna talk about that. He gonna blame you for your actions. So everybody, and then everybody's saying, T is breaking down. She's like, I was like, oh my gosh, it's the theatrics today. Why are we doing this today? And I was sitting to watch this episode, and I was like, and then we got figure Phaedra speaking in tongues. I was like, what is going on here? Like, really, why are we speaking in tongues? Why are we doing all this? Everybody, I said, oh my freaking gosh. And I was something watching the episode, and I said, are we for real? Are we for real? I was like, child. I think Heavenly Simone, I think they checked with Paulo and Shimian and saying what's going on, and they said they're gonna leave. They're gonna stay in Miami, but they're gonna continue on with this group activity with the people and whatnot. Paulo said he wants to have a one-on-one sit down with Phaedra to get the bottom of it, but Phaedra didn't want to hear him. So, you know, that's that. Now Phaedra, she's leaving. And this is the point where, you know, she left the show and she's not coming back. She's going on Real House of Atlanta. And she said, and then, you know, she didn't appear in the reunion as well. So she said, I can't be around these bunch of mean girls. I can't be around a bunch of mean girls. I can't be around y'all. But I said, when they were mean girls last season, when you was in there sitting around them having a conversation about trying to get caught out. I mean, because they could have sworn they say you was part of the conversation with them. I mean, I'm just saying, that's what they said. So when they mean girls then, but they just mean girls now because it turned on you. They did the same thing to you when they was doing a little bit of quad. But okay. So Jackie told to Phaedra, and Phaedra said she's disappointed in Jackie because she said she felt like you should have had known better and knew things like that. And Jackie said, I didn't know he was coming. And I just didn't know the background story about all this stuff going on happening with y'all. I think everything was good. So I'm surprised. I'm sorry that he's disappointed in me. But we were just all finding out just like you. No, well, Phaedra knew about it, that he was coming. But they all was blindsided about him coming in. So it's like, it's not much that she could say because she didn't know the dynamics of what's happening and didn't know that Schick and freaking Apollo knew each other like that. They were good friends and whatnot as boys. But Phaedra felt like nobody came and supported her. I mean, T was on your side, but you know, but other than that. And she said, so Jackie said, why you still staying around and explain to us that you just feel supported from us? They won't understand. But, you know, she said, no, I'm good. I'm going. So Jackie said, Phaedra, so you really going to leave like this? She said, yeah, I'm leaving. I said, oh, okay. So they mentioned that both Greg and Quad need healing, and I said I agree. They both do need healing, but that whole night should not went down the way it went down if they really was healed from each other. It shouldn't. It's too fresh. It was too fresh. Now, Greg, you know Quad was gonna be a part of this cast. You already knew that. She's still part of the ladies group. So you should have took your behind back in the show if you feel like you're gonna have some issues with Quad being around and saying what she needs to say. And you knew the relationship Greg and freaking Quad had because you was a fan of the show and you know exactly how he behaves and reacts. But it stopped you slipping his DMs, say I can give you what you want and the baby, all that's like that, knowing you have some health issues. That's the only problem I have with you. Besides that, whatever. You do what you have to do. You defend yourself because they talk about you, you talk about them. It is what it's fair game. But other than that, that's what I have about you. And you know coming on the show was gonna be something Kawhi was gonna be around. So and then Quad, you knew something ain't before on the line when you filming and getting your contract going on that he's gonna be back. He's back with his new wife on the cast. You could have stepped away just as much that they could have stepped away. So all you had a hand into your own plan is in your this whole thing going down. So I'm not taking nobody's side. Y'all all at fault. Y'all. And y'all do need a healing. Both of y'all. If being around each other gonna be an issue, then y'all need to be off the show. Or don't interact with each other. Well, that's what I say. So the ladies had their bar, the guys a cigar lounge, and Damon agreed with King sticking up for Quad. I say yes, and then nobody disagreed that King should just stick up. You should stick up for your spouse. You should, but it's a right way to do it. And I feel like King and Greg had a squash. There was no need for that second interaction happening that night. There was no need for that. But that's my opinion. The couples therapy, they gonna have. I said, y'all always do this couples therapy, but y'all do the same thing every year. I said, this couples therapy is working because it seems like it's not. So why are we doing all this couples therapy and y'all keep gonna do the same thing over and over again? Stop all this couples therapy and trying to hear, and y'all gonna continue to do the same. Y'all still gonna continue being messy, continue gonna be disregarding your friends' feelings, and then y'all do all that and y'all apologize, y'all try to make up, and then people don't talk to each other, and then y'all have this thing and y'all come back again with the whole song and dance every freaking season. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop. So the couples therapy is happening. Mimi is the psychiatrist in the group. So she said she gonna give her expertise and everything, or whatever, her opinions about things when it comes up. You have the bow, the lemon bow, and only you can speak when you have the bow and not interact with each other. I said fine. And so said, how you feel about exes in the group? That was a question. And they say they feel like the people in the party have to work on themselves. In both sides. Work on yourself. Do the individual work of healing and move forward. And I'm glad that Koala King is there because she needs to hear this. Because girl, it's not just on Greg, it's you too. Because if y'all both were here, none of y'all want to be agitated and aggravated with each other. I don't care if you were drunk or not. There's a lot of things that happen past. And I said, King, yes, there's a lot of things happening in the past between Greg and Thing. And I understand you want to protect her. At the same time, she needs to work on her healing too, because if she don't resolve this, she'll keep putting you in a situation that ain't gonna need to be put in, and you didn't want to be in it. And then Jackie said, listen, I wouldn't want to have that. If it was a situation with me and Curtis, I wouldn't want this happening. I said, well, so y'all was part of what's happening. But now, if it comes to y'all don't really want this happening. I'm glad that Jackie said it, but I said, okay, so now y'all should all realizing that maybe y'all should not be bringing exes around to the group if they haven't done the work to heal from themselves, or heal to move on past the hurt. So, no. Now, Toy got on the mic, and she said, listen, Phaedra laughing every day, whatever today. And she said, you know what? Say with me, girls, just like that. And Toy is like, what? We have to realize. We need to realize and look at stuff in the mirror and realize we be doing effed up shit. And I'm glad that Toy said that. And Toy is like, if Toy goes do nothing else, Toy gonna speak the truth sometimes about things with these ladies and with the people in the group being phony and being fake and on the surface level and all that stuff, and not giving it down, be at the bottom of it and get criticized. She didn't take that at heart. She said, you know what? We do be doing some effed up shit. And maybe we should realize, look in the mirror and start realizing doing these things. And that's what happened. They apologized to Quad and stuff like that. You know what? She didn't realize and recognize Quad's feelings in regards to bringing Apollo. No. In regards to the Greg thing. And also the group, well, and also Phaedra and not acknowledge her feelings, whatever it is, like, and understanding things. So they adjourned and they all went about their separate ways. Or at least ended the trip or something. Now, Greg and T. It's the same pattern of Greg. When he get upset, he berate the person he with, who is his partner. Talked at him, called them names, and whatnot. In a emotional, abusive way. Or emotional manipulation, how you want to put it. Because they had the whole conversation. And how Greg said, if the guys in the round, it would be a fight to the death. Now, T said it wouldn't be no fight to the death. And she said, how will you know that? I said, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be too exaggerated to fight to the death, but at the same time, you know, no, guys, when they start to dump it, they start dumping. So, and so T said it wouldn't be no fight to the death and everything. And he said, when you going over there running up to him like that, you was going to fight him? She said, listen, I'm combat trained. I can handle him. I'm combat trained, so like that. But I will say, T, even though it was combat trained or not, I do understand when he was saying that a little bit, like, if you get involved and it hits you, then I got to be involved to defend you, and then it will hurt. I'll probably get hurt more. And it was like this. So all that actions is a reciprocal reaction. But I don't feel like he should have, like, blame you. So you being just being naive. Maybe she was being a little naive in the moment. It's like thinking that her actions wouldn't have no consequence because you military trained. At the end of the day, you're still a woman, and a man, if he would have hit you, then it was like, oh my God, a man hitting a woman, then if Greg had to get involved. You see how this would happen? Like, so everybody actually had to be realized. And then he said, you being ridiculous and you just naive and this is stupid. It's your fault. And so I said, you know what? Part of it's your fault too, Greg. So don't try to put it all on T. Now, yes, she shouldn't be running over there trying to fight him. I agree with that. But at the same time, you were just as much as King buck up with each other. You bucked up with freaking King with your friends around and thinking something happened, then agitating King to fight you. So don't try to act like it was just all on her. Now, I know Green King should come up and check you the second time after everything was squashed because she used the heightened moment of everybody, ladies, going at each other to come after you the second time when y'all to squash y'all little issue. I didn't really agree with that either. But don't try and sit here and act like that her coming to or try to fight King was the catalyst of escalating the situation. No. You escalated by doing all this and agitating King and he get upset. He coming after you, want to almost fight with you. I said, oh, that's crazy. So how he talked to her, yes, I didn't like it. Because this is exactly how you talk to Quad. And I said, T, listen, girl, you're getting the same person. So I'm going to need you to wake up. And then he will come in the next day and apologize. I said, this is how he is. He's not changing. He's not changing. So y'all let me know how y'all feel, because I have not said my piece. So are y'all upset with me or not? Because I said I'm on my side. I just call it how I see it. So nobody was right in the situation. Nobody. All right, y'all. Let's get to the last show, Beyond the Gates. All right. Before we discuss the episodes, let me show you the family tree that somebody put on Twitter to give you an understanding of what's happening. Now, I followed along by watching the show. I put down who was connected to who, but this visual people are a visual person, so I'm going to show you a visual of the diagram of the connections of the people. So when I talk about it, y'all already know the connections of the cast so far. Beyond the Gates is a black or mostly black cast soap opera, and it's on CBS Prime daytime prime television on CBS, also Paramount if you have the Paramount Plus, and they upload it. It's an everyday thing, Monday through Friday, except for major holidays, it's like that. And it's really good. I'm enjoying it. I like the progression of the show. And yes, you could make a say about the acting and everything, but soap opera was never about the acting. It more so about the storylines and the dramatics and the over the top things and what's happening and elongated issues that we here to see. And different plots and turns and twists and turns and new characters added and characters gone and whatnot. So yes, that's all what soap is about. It's never about the acting. So I don't look into it about the acting because I do see when I was watching. I said yes, some parts is like okay, too much, but still, it's about the progression. And I feel like this storyline is progressing in a good pace to me, and I'm enjoying it. And hopefully, I enjoy it too. So let me give you a diagram. This is the picture. And so Beyond the Gates is basically feature around a family, the Priest family, and they got a heavy influence in the community, and they're a central focus point of the story plot. A generational black family going through trials and tribulations, whatever, and that's that. So we got the matriarch and the patriarch of the family is Anita and Vernon Dupree. They're top there. You see it right there. They the mother and the father. They the patriarch of the family. They hold it together. Their family listens to them and whatnot. And usually what they say is what it goes. But let's go. Anita and Dupree. So Anita and Vernon have two daughters. Y'all see it down there, which is Nicole Dupree and Danny Dupree. Now I'm not gonna explain their scenarios yet. I'm gonna go when I go back to talk. I'm just gonna discuss this plot, but I'm just gonna tell you the family tree. So Anita and Vernon are the matriarch and patriarch of the family, and then they got two daughters, Nicole and Danny. Y'all following? All right. Now Danny is and Danny and Bill was married to each other. And Danny and Bill had two children from the marriage, which is Chelsea and Naomi Hamilton. So Danny and Bill was married, and they had two daughters. Now Nicole is married to a guy named Ted Robinson, and Nicole had two children, which is a girl named Kat and a guy named Martin. Y'all following? This is the tree, right? Martin has a husband named Smitty. And they have two adopted children, which is Tyrell and Samantha. We didn't meet Tyrell and Samantha yet, but they had two children. Right. Now, Naomi, which is one of Danny's daughters, she is married to a guy named Jacob. That's her name, and I am Hamilton Hawthorne. Right? Now, next to Bill, we see a connection to Haley. I will explain Haley a little bit more, but we do know Haley is getting married to Bill. Y'all following so far? All right. And then we got Andre on the side. Andre is related to Ted because Andre is Ted's nephew, which is Nicole's nephew through marriage. Nephew, just like that, in-law. And then we got the side in the side right here, Leslie Thorne, no, Thomas, Leslie Thomas, and Eva Thomas. Now, we started getting more plot lines about them two, about regarding Nicole's and Ted, but I'll explain that in a minute. That's in the side. And then we got Vanessa, who's like the realtor, and she connected to this guy named Doug. We see him one part in the episode when he shares something with somebody else, and that's it. But we need to know more about the dynamics. But there's a connection with the cast. So when you have the replay game, when you watch it, you can see the diagram and the whole. Maybe I should, like the first couple of times I talk about it, I give the picture, and then after that, that's it. You should know what they look like. All right. But let's get to the plot. All right. So Beyond the Gates is based in Maryland. It's based in Maryland, and then it's called Fairmount Crest. That's a community, Fairmount Crest. The Dupree family owns and runs the community because Vernon's father built that area. So that's community that Dupree's runs. So they're well established and well respected in the community. So that's the power, whatever. So you know they open and saying, "You got the best of my love." Whoa, whoa. So it was an opening song. It was nice. We see Nicole driving into the community, where she about to have a breakfast with her mother and her sister. Right. So we get Anita and Nicole Dupree. Anita, we find out that Anita used to be a singer. She was in the group and everything, and she's well sing and in the music industry. She's retired. Now she's part of his family with Vernon. She married Vernon. Vernon used to be a ex-senator. He's a retired senator right now. But he used to also be the movement in the 70s. And that's how Anita and Vernon met around the movement. So they built their connection from there and whatnot. So Nina was telling Nicole, listen, I don't know how two people grew up in the same household, in the same environment, grew up to be totally, completely different people. And that's how it is. Yes, when you live in the same household with your siblings and then we all turn out so differently, it's not because it's we all have up there. They got mismarriage medicine. Oh yeah, I finished it. You came in the beginning when I was talking about it, and then you stepped away and you came back. But yeah, you go back to my review. You can watch what I said. Yes. Yeah, that's how it is. When you're in the same household, every sibling will experience their parents differently, even though the same environment, the same advantages or disadvantages, they will view their parents differently, and that also the inner household is the first line of building your who you are. Then the outside factors plays in when you in your school and community, and I think she's a Diana Ross type. You talk about Anita Dupree. Anita Dupree, yes, the mother matriarch of the family. What was that? Yeah, then the outside factors, the schools and the peers and the friends, and each one have their own friend group. There's all influences of what makes a person. So yes, I need Nicole and Danny will be two different people, even though they grew up with the same adventures in the same environment. So we come to find out. That's why I said I'm gonna explain I showed you pictures of who they are, and I'm gonna explain why Haley was next to Bill. Bill and Haley have an affair, and that what led to. I had relaxed with my. I know that's right. How's the products? How's the products? Um, Bill and Haley have an affair, and they're having a wedding at the country fair at the community. And I said, okay, and we kind of find out. I showed you that Bill and Danny was married, but they not married anymore. They divorced. They divorced, and Danny's a brat. Oh. I know that's right. But listen, you gotta understand, she went through a lot. But yes, she could be overboard at times, but she went through a lot. Bill and Danny been married since she was like, they've been knowing each other since they were 19 years old. And her family took Bill in, built them up, whatever. Vernon kind of like gave him an opportunity, gave him clients. So after a while, Bill started being his clientele, and then he became good, and then he started flipping and turning against the Duprees. With the Duprees is the one that helped Bill get what he is. And Danny said she gave up like basically her career to focus so much on the man. That is a problem that you had, Danny. You should have done that. But sometimes women, they get so wrapped up the man life, and then your journey, your whole identity is the guy, and you think that guy's gonna be faithful to you for a long time and hold on to you, even though we find out he hasn't been faithful throughout the marriage relationship because he had cheated before. But she realized that because it was around, it was not disrespected. She comes to the conclusion that men will do this type of things. She hold on to it, but not bring to her doorstep. But the problem is with the Haley, it's too fresh in her face, because we're gonna find out Danny and Haley were good friends, was good. Danny brought Haley into the family because I guess Haley didn't have no family or she was orphaned or whatever. So they took her in, had her seat to the table, bring her to the family, welcome her to the family. And now one of Danny's daughters, Naomi, and Haley were good. They were best friends. So all that being said, Bill, you got the unlegitimate the audacity for you to sleep with Haley, your daughter's best friend, and a person that I brought in and flaunt to the face and had a wedding at the country club. That's one thing. This is before she even found out that they even bought the house in the community. So I said, okay, fine. If you feel like the divorce and you feel like the marriage was not good for you, fine. But why did it have to be Haley? Why was Haley? And that's the whole shit about it. Is you have Haley, they flaunt her in the face, and now it's a constant reminder that you left me for this younger one, who the person I took in, and our family accepted her. And she just betrayed everyone and becoming with you. So I understand why Danny is the way how she is. It's like it's too much. It's too much. It's one thing, but why do you have to flaunt this girl in my face? And that's the disrespect. That's disrespect. So we know Danny's spiraling. She throwing coffee mugs in the walls and everything. And Vanessa said, "Oh my God, what's going on? I thought we were going to have a coffee break. So much about coffee and everything." And they talk, and that's what say Danny gave her career for Bill. Oh my gosh, this story happened to my real life bestie. Except her husband was a preacher. Oh, not the preacher. They the worst. They supposed to be the respectable people, and they come out to be the one of the dirtiest, grimiest people in your life. Child, that's how you don't glorify people. You don't glorify people. Take them for face value because they're gonna disappoint you. Just because they preacher doesn't mean they're all well respected. So Vanessa and Danny, she gave her life, her career for Bill. They talk, and the priest moved the community. So the Haley think that she gonna come around and think that she gonna be accepted, knowing that she did what she did, and the police are well respected, and they brought her in, and you think she gonna have a well welcoming? She got another thing coming from her, Haley. So thinking, Danny felt like she gonna be the laughing stock for the community. I said, no, they won't laugh at you. They understand your plight. Now I feel like she feel like she be the laughing stock because they was like, listen, all this. I said, no, but he is the problem. Don't put your blame. No, he did this, and your ex best friend or your daughter's ex best friend. So no. And yeah, Anita and Nicole both feel like Bill used Danny for a come up and used the connection for family. And now that he got the connection, he won up. He showed his true colors. And that's how it usually is, right, y'all? Then we got introduced to Naomi, which is Danny's daughter, freaking the bed with her husband, Jacob. Jacob is he worked in the police force, a police officer, detectives like that. So he has that connection. And, they was having sex a little bit, a couple of times with the first episode. And I said, cute. I said, okay. Is this all gonna be about your life? It's like I gotta stay. He's a hot husband. He will do the role play, and haircuts, and all that stuff, and yada yada. So then we get to introduce us no money, a loosely paper check. Then Ashley and Nicole know Naomi know each other, it's like that. Some people know each other. Ashley is her first day of job at the nurse at the Garland Memorial Hospital. And she a nurse, she worked her whole life to be. That's what she wanted to be. And now her dream comes true. Her work, her study, everything comes true. And she's working in the hospital the first day. Her firefighter husband named Derek, he prepared breakfast. He was supportive. He gonna drive her to the place. He gonna pick her up. I said, oh, that's cute. That's nice. Okay. And she said, I know how to do about you because you always been supportive. I know I was canceling dates because I had to study. And one night he said, it is what it is. So then we got to find out Danny is Chelsea's. Chelsea's one of Danny's daughter. And Danny used to be a model. She said that was her lie. That was her. She gave that up, for Bill, but she was something, forced to be reckoned with. So now her daughter is at least low-key following her mother's footsteps, but at the same time, her daughter wanted to step out and do her own thing. However, she is scared of her mom's reactions towards that because she don't want to do modeling anymore. Even though it does help to pay the bill, it builds her social media platform. However, she don't want to do modeling because she feel like she just walking in her mother's shadow. And I understand that. You got to stand up and do your own thing. But that mom is going to be something because at the same time, she's really conflicted of moving out and telling her mother what she really wants because her mother's going through something right now. It's like an emotional sponge for your mom. It's like, because, mom's going through a storm. But so that's at the same time, you can still be with your mom and still live your life, Chelsea. But she's worried because the timing right now is ridiculous because her father messed up their bubble. So it's ridiculous. So Kat is Nicole's daughter, which is Chelsea's cousin. And they was talking, they doing the person line together. And she said, we had a plan, we had a timeline. She said, I noticed that, but it's right now, it gotta get pushed back and stuff like that because my mom is so like that. So I said, oh, child. Ooh. So Nicole is being honored as a psychiatrist. She be honored a high honors award, and that's good for her. And that's what I discussed about Danny and Haley. They were family. They was like family. Danny brought Haley in. The family accepted Haley. For her to do this like that, and then she wants to be still good with them. I said, you can't do that. I said, girl, get the F out my face. You don't sleep with my husband, betrayed me like this, expect me to still welcome you in the community and give you a fair welcome because you did. No, you don't do that. Who thought that? And what make you think? And I throughout the whole episode, just Haley consistently try to come around and get them to not hate her. And I said, girl. And you betrayed them. They opened their hearts. They accepted you in. And you had, it could be anybody else. And it had to be Bill. And what? Bill will feel rejuvenated because he got a younger woman. It's just, that's what her daughter said. He's the biggest cliche in freaking life. You're a biggest cliche. You got a woman. You build up a platform with her. Now she probably getting too older for you, whatever it is. And now you got a younger woman that you feel revived. You feel dead inside. And so what? Maybe it wasn't probably all those pieces of cream one day. But you had to pick Haley, right? You had to pick her, huh? And also, Haley was working for Bill. I think she was a paralegal or something like that for his firm. So it's like, even Danny also, like, just somebody I think Danny will need somebody help Haley get a job to get herself acclimated. So we didn't even think that she would actually mess around with Danny's husband while they did so much for Haley. Yeah. And that's what we come to find out Bill cheated before. So I said, oh, girl, he kept cheating for you. And she said, it's one thing, it was not in my house, it was not in my face. But now it's in my face, it's like a constant reminder, and now you flaunting it for my face. Then that's diabolical. Now, we got to find out, not only they having a wedding at the country club, and they invited everybody in the community to there, even the priests, and you think they going to want to go to your wedding? At this moment, nobody is now vodka for Haley. So it's like that figure reception will be kind of empty. It will be empty because they are the community are behind the priests, because the priests are the center is the freaking face of the community. So it's like, no, you hurt the priest. We ain't rocking with you like that either. No matter how care we know about Bill. So no. So Haley picked up the keys from Vanessa. Vanessa said, oh, girl, why? Why? You could be anywhere else. Why you chose his neighborhood? Now, Vanessa's the realtor. And she bound for confidentiality, but not to say nothing. But she did, after they closed, she did tell the family what happened. And she said, oh, my gosh, I want everybody to stay positive. I'm positive that things will work out. I said, good. Just because you feel like you had a good connection with them before, and you slept, and now you got with Bill, and you think it's going to be, you staying positive that things will come around, and they will accept you being with freaking Bill, her husband, their father, hell to the no. What makes you think they will accept you? And you stay positive. Girl, you can believe positively all you want. But the fact of the matter is, we don't respect you at all here. Good. So she picked up her keys. And that's that. Then we got to introduce, I'll show you the picture of Martin. Martin and Vernon came and met up. We find out Martin is Vernon's grandchild because, you know, that's Nicole's son. And Nicole's is Vernon's daughter. And we find out Martin is a congressman. And he was helped by his grandfather, his guidance, his help to get him to the congressman's seat. And he's well appreciated. And, you know, he speak proper, he's all that stuff. He said, you know, saying granddad or grandma, he said grandmother, grandfather, and, you know, that's that. But he said he got married, she got 2 kids, but he wants more. I said, oh, what's the more you want? I said, what's happening? Because when you say something like that, it's like some trouble is happening at home. But what's the more are you searching for, Martin? And let's get into it. But, you know, so we're going to find out how Bill works. Bill will do things for people and then suspect something in return. He'll do a favor for you and then hope that you return the favor for him. And that's how he get people aligned and do things what he wanted to do. Because it was a guy that came in, and a guy named Wayne. His son was in trouble. His son had like a substance abuse addiction, and he stole from like a family, and they was gonna press charge and everything. And Bill said, "Listen, I'm gonna get them dropped away. I'm gonna have to drop the charge, and they're gonna go away." So he makes some phone calls, and the family dropped the charges, and they won't do anything, and they went away. So he said, "Oh my gosh, I gotta pay." He said, "Don't pay me. I'm a favor, and you just owe me a favor." And I said, "That's how he do things." So, and I want y'all to listen to that because he gonna use this to be later on when it comes to something else. And I'm gonna say that's kind of messed up. So he would do things for you, and especially sometimes it might be things that is leverage against you. He will help you out, but he will expect that favor in return. In whatever degree it is, he gonna expect that, and that's how he runs. I said, "Oh, so that's how he get around what he want to get around." So Nicole has a good marriage compared to Danny tumultuous marriage that she's going through right now. Nicole got a good marriage. She's happy, and we find out we got to know Kat is her daughter with Martin. So Martin's her son. So all that said and done, and then Danny finally met up with her sister and her mother at the place, and granddad and everything, her sister and mother for breakfast. So they talk and whatnot, and they just said let her go, and her life was wrapped around Bill. But they said you gotta let her go, and just that, let him go. But that's that. So Vernon came with Nita with everybody else. So the kids, the grandkids, and they have a little family bonding moment when they reminiscing about things. About Vernon talk about getting Nina some pairs, and she was pregnant with Danny, and that's like that. So all that was said and done. Oh my god! So all that said and done. What I was doing? And then we get the scene with Andre. Now I show you the picture of Andre. Andre is the nephew of Ted, who is Nicole's husband. And so I said, okay, but we know he's a photographer. He do video shoots and stuff like that. But we find out that his parents was lost in the plane crash. So Nicole and Ted took him in and helped him out and get him out the darkness that he was in. And so he felt like he owed a favor. So he came to help capture the essence of Nicole because she get an award. So he wanted to video her office and Ted and the husband and show the happiness. It was behind the story of Nicole. So, but we found out that Andre and Ashley may have some history with each other. And I think that Andre moved too slow at that time because he was a flirt and he wanted Ashley, but he was trying to get to her, but she's pandemic now. So I guess I said, oh. And I said, don't try to make it a scene that he's this player, and he gonna get Ashley no matter what. Ashley gonna fall for him, his charms, and they sleep with each other after she got a good husband at home. I said, don't do that. Don't do that, please. Don't do that. Mm-mm. So they all reminiscing and having a good time. Vanessa said, "Oh my God, so I'm sorry, I gotta go because I'm Middleton, I'm doing big, but I'm bound for confidentiality." And I was telling Angel, and I couldn't say nothing, but now they're close. I wanted to tell you this: the house, the medical house, has been sold. Bill bought the house. She said, "Oh my gosh!" So she just dropped that bomb and then walked out. It's like that. Bill bought the house. She said, "What? Are you serious?" They said, "Yeah." He built up the house. She back with keys today. It is what it is. So Danny said, "Oh my God, it's bad enough that he getting married at the country club in my face, and then you moving this bitch in the community where I'm at to flaunt in my face. I'm done being disrespected." Now, when she said that, Haley walking in, I said, "Oh, child, no, not that. After she got the news, it was one thing she was about to let go. She was about to let it go. I said, okay, the wedding is fine, whatever. Let it go. I'm gonna move on. And then she found out a piece of information. I said, oh no, this is disrespectful bitches gonna be coming to my face and try to flaunt. So no, I'm done with respect. She said done. So she walked up to figure Anita, not Anita, Haley. They said, baby, wait. She said, So they all, and I love how they all stayed behind her and had Danny's back, right? So Danny is berating Haley. And you know, hit Karen Hugo in the scene. Karen Hugo was funny in that scene because she make that facial, but she said, and everybody in the scene was looking and watching. This one guy was cleaning the same thing over and over again. I said, that thing is cleaned already, being nosy. But you know how we are sometimes. I said, we will watch a scene going to phone for you. So she said, listen, it's bad enough you did this. You married my guy. And then you could have had a shred of decency to move somewhere else and move to the place that Bill bought before when y'all left the area. And you going to come back over here, marry over here, have a house over here, and flirt in my face. And you think what? And what? It was his idea? No, maybe it was your idea too. So let me give you a housewarming gift. Clap! Ooh! And I said, ooh! Oh, yes! Welcome to Fairmont Crest. That scene was A1. I rewound that scene numerous of times, especially with the Karen Hugo face expressions, and then the clocking, and then the family one by one walking away and looking at her. Some walk away, but Anita stared at her, walked away. Vernon stared at her, walked away. Thinking Martin walked out quickly. Thinking Kat looked at her a little bit and walked out. And everybody walking out, and then Naomi stand was the last one to get out, and she was like, and walked out, and she just like, Kevin, welcome to Fairmont Crest. Oh shit, that was hilarious. Oh my gosh. Whew. So then we got introduced to Ted. I ain't gonna front. The cast, whoever cast these people are beautiful people. Men and women. Beautiful. Every cast member so far was beautiful. And look good looking. Especially the men. I ain't gonna front. Dan's a good looking man, but whatever. The ladies are beautiful too. I said, oh yeah, go ahead. Beautiful jeans. I love to see it. Love it. So we got introduced to Ted. Ted is the husband to Nicole's. And they met, I know that's right? And they met in Maui. And, you know, that's good at a conference. So this is the aftermath for Danny. Vernon don't believe in violence. He take the peaceful approach. Back in the 70s, you know, the peaceful, you know, non-violence and violence approach. He go to the pacifist, non-violence approach. So he don't understand. He don't like that, but he understand his daughter's actions. Even Martin was here for it. Martin said, listen, yeah, but some people need, it's a different age. Some people need that freaking awakening. But Martin also said he appreciate the, don't get me wrong. Some of them was nice looking. Don't get me wrong. I'm an equal opportunist. If you look beautiful, you look beautiful. So some of the Lucy people was good looking, but not all. Not all. I ain't gonna front. Now Martin's husband, that was an eye candy. Derek, a little bit. Ashley, it's all fine. It's all right. She's average. And Vanessa, she's not bad looking, but she's average too. But our people grace beautifully. I ain't gonna front. This. But a lot of people understand Danny's actions, even though they agree with her punching, but they understood it. So it's like, listen, we're gonna stay behind her. We understood because it was ridiculous. But Martin said he appreciate Granddad's guidance because I probably in the past always didn't. I probably kind of hurt you or got disappointed at you or something. He said, "You always my grandson. I love you and everything." And then we got Danny. Danny said, "Her, oh my God!" I said, "Danny, you losing it, girl. Girl, stop looking at the pictures, please, Danny. Stop, girl, stop." She looked at the pictures of her and Bill. She said, "Mom, I'm not losing it, please. No, you see, he was happy with me. I'm not losing it. He was happy." And I was like, And then Danny cried and Anita showed her, and she said, "Listen, come here." And Danny said, "No, I got to. I'm just weak." I said, "It's not weakness for crying. Stop it." So Martin said he want to figure out his next step with his granddad. He just want to figure out what it is because he said he's something missing. He want to figure it out. I said, "Oh, okay." So I was gonna say, Danny always got over with what happened to her, but Bill's action is making it hard for her to move forward because it's like, gosh, it's one thing you could not just leave and you just flaunt this girl. So Danny said, maybe I should move out of here. She said, "Did this absolutely motherfucking not?" She ain't said the motherfucking one. You know, I add that in. She said, absolutely not. You are not gonna be out here. Our family own this community, and you don't think she gonna help him and this floozy go run you out this community when you rightfully here? No, our family built this, so you would go nowhere. I said, "No, that's right, Nita. You better tell her." So, Ashley's mom, Eva, and Leslie, that's Eva's mother, came to visit Ashley. It was much of nothing. They reminisced, they talked, and Eva felt like she's not living up to Ashley. I said, "No, you're a hot hairstylist, girl. That's money. Live your own lane." It's like that. But then we saw Ted come in. I think Ted's like a head doctor or something like that. And we saw him walk in, and then we see Leslie staring and looking at Ted. I said, "What's going on here?" I said, "So soap opera don't never let anybody be happy. So Nicole and Ted's marriage sometimes go get destroyed somewhere before. Whether or not they probably get divorced, but it's gonna be some issues. It's viewing because the way how she stared at this guy, I said, "Oh, what's going on here?" We'll see more about Leslie. So Danny said, "I'm gonna make Bill and Haley pay." I said, "No, that's right, girl." So Nicole got two assistants, Mona and Laura. And they help her out and everything. They have a little bonding moment. Laura is younger. She said she's ready to go Maui and get married and propose to. And I said, she said, "Ain't no sense move forward. And let's just rush." Mona don't have no kids, and she's not mad, but she said she don't regret her decision. She said, "Listen, at the end of the day, it's not always the end all be all for everyone. And I'm happy. I'm good." So Haley thinks she won't think it's a good idea to come Nicole's office with cookies for as a peace offering and feel like Nicole will be objective and stay out of it and help her assimilate to figure film out. I said, "No, you assimilate your own damn self." I said that too. Look at Bookie Rich. Oh, child, yes. Oh, yup. And I said, "You think going to her sister, Danny's sister, gonna help you? No. Nicole might be a prima papa, but she is not gonna turn her sister. She on her sister's side, even though she might agree with her sister actions all the time, but she gonna be on her sister's side." And I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be on sister's side too. Like, what the fuck you gonna come in my office with some cookies and think you gonna try to get me to turn? Hell to no. Bye out my face. I would flip that cookies on the floor. Bye." Or no, I ain't that violent. I said, "Girl, get out of my face. I'm not talk to you. I didn't even entertain her." I said, "Girl, what the hell is this?" No, I don't talk to you. Bye home. Everything. So Haley and Bill talk, and Haley said, "Oh my God, nobody's around me. I went to the sister," and then he said, "You went to the sister?" She said, "Yeah, I thought it was like, hey, but I thought she was gonna be objective, and maybe we should cancel the country club and everything." And thinking your ex-wife hit me. And he said, oh, she can't do nothing. He said, let it go because they're going to make me feel weak. And I was like, he said, no, you deserve to be around here and I'm going to try to rein in it. I said, who are you reining in? He will fix it. He will fix it. I said, what you going to try to do? So then we get to see, we saw this nice looking loosely paper man came down the stairs with a laundry bag, and then the door opened. He said, hey, husband. And then we see Martin say, hey, husband. I said, oh. But let me do this one thing. One of the criticism. I like the show. Well, why every time a lot of these soap the same thing have a black gay character, they have to be paired with a loosely paper person? Can we have black gay love too, please? Like, we do date each other. I do know a lot of people want to not hate, internal hatred on our own freaking race. But we do love each other. We do date each other. Can you show us some gay black couples too? Yeah, it would be easy. It would be better if his partner was a black dude. But whatever, that's my criticism. But it doesn't matter. The guys still look good. But still, I just wish they could have made that character a black character. It would be better for me. But it is what it is. He's married to a guy. They got good kids. They got 2 teenagers. They said the doctor knew when they was young. Now they're teenagers. I said, damn, how old y'all? Yeah, those teenagers look close to your ages. Whatever. But whatever. We said Tyrell is selective. Tyrell is secretive and moody. Samantha is on the age that she's dating. Samantha's 16, Tyrell 17. She want to date. They want to see if they allow her to date. I said, let her date. It is what it is. Because it's better for her to understand and give communication with y'all instead of having sneaking around boys. And then Tyrell, we don't know why he's secretive and moody, whatever it is. Maybe the people in school is teaching them. We don't know yet, but we didn't get to them yet. But they will be coming soon. And maybe they teach them, they say got 2 fathers, and that whole little thing. Or maybe his father is very known and he's in the spotlight. It's teenagers thing. Man gets a little moody around the time of teenage. I was around teenage age, so at that age, sometimes a lot of things happening. So, but we do know that Martin had dreams. Now, we don't know what his dreams are occurring, but it caused him exhaustion because his husband realized that. He said he'd be exhausted a lot and he having his dreams. And maybe we just talk about this again. But Martin's trying to push it off and he don't want to be dealing with that. He said, nah, don't try. I said, don't be saying that to the guy. He's trying to help you. Yeah, let him help you. It's something that you're not trying to remember or you block. It's something that you blocked out and now this dream is coming back in your mind and trying to make you remember something. That leads to why Anita and Vernon had to protect him in some way, shape, or form. Something happened with Martin. They had to protect him. And that would lead to what they did, what they asked the family to do the next day. I'll tell you that. So Andre with Ashley, I told you who Andre is, and I told you his relationship with Ashley. They used to have flirted with each other in the past, but I guess Andre wasn't moving half fast enough with Ashley. I don't know what's going on with that. So Bill talked to Vernon, and he asked Vernon that he wants his family, and he wants their connections to ask the community to come and attend his soon-to-be wife, wedding, because nobody's going to be there. So he wants them. I said, so you going to try to tell their family to go attend that home record dusty-ass chick wedding with you and have the community come to? I mean, depending on the I probably would go and sit right in front of one with a figure on black suit with a veil on the face, and I'm just like, stun on her. You don't get nothing. You're not gonna be happy. We give you mean monkey and everything. Mm-hmm. Look at this. Look at this home record check. If I had to be here, we're gonna go out in the bang. If I had to be here, hope they turn that wedding out. I want to see it. So he didn't specifically said what is the favor that he did for Vernon, but he said, listen, I did something for you in the past, and I hope you return that favor. Now, it wasn't a threatening, violence way, but it was a applied threat. Take that as you may. So because of that, Vernon told Anita, and they said, child, we don't like this, but we have to do this. So they called a family meeting, emergency family meeting. Everybody had to come together. I said, listen, your daughter Danny gonna feel betrayed. She gonna feel betrayed, then y'all gonna let them make her do this. I said, that's messed up. But they had to protect Martin at all costs. And I said, what happened? We don't know. We do know that Andre's parents got lost in a plane crash. Now, I don't know if that's something that Martin was involved and he blocked that out, but something that they protected Martin from, and that's what his dream is coming up, and he's not getting them. He's not trying to remember what happened. Because it couldn't be like he's gay and he's married to a guy. I mean, whatever. It's 24, 25. It had to be something that he helped Martin get away and helped Vernon and Nita cover up, and then they don't want that exposed. So they go to swallow up their pride and go attend his wedding. So Eva said she gonna help Leslie, her mom, whatever's happened. She said, I'm on in. Because Leslie said, I didn't want you put involved in the situation because I don't want you to get hurt, whatever. She said, no, I'm on in. So I don't know what's going on with this Leslie when it concerns Ted. Because I know later on she met with Mona and Ashley's mother, and they had to sit down, and she said this guy with my heart, Alan. So now I'm saying, okay, Alan's passed away. So I would think one of two things. I would think that Leslie and freaking Ted had an affair in the past, and Ted is the father of her daughter, or Ted has something to do with her guy Alan passing away, and she reacting revenge on him and the family and Nicole and everybody. So I said, oh, that's my theory. So Martin having a dream, he exhaustion, whatever. His freaking husband Smitty trying to talk to him. He trying to dismiss him. It's like, Martin, don't do that. You couldn't know, but don't do that. That dismissiveness. Act like you don't need to be talked to. You don't need to be challenged. You don't need to be helped and all that stuff like that. And they talk about what's for food, bitch. Whatever in that refrigerator, you make your own damn food. F out of here. So Danny stormed the office and she said, shh, with the golf club. And he's like, oh my gosh. Andre thanked Nicole and Ted for saving him for his going down the spiral road because, he lost his parents. And so Chelsea has a personal line with Kat. And, Chelsea want to tell her mom that she won't be a model anymore and she won't pursue her personal line. She got the social media following so she could be able to have the backing and her successfulness in the business by having the followers helping her business. But she asked Naima advice. Naima said, listen, you got to do what you got to do at the end of the day. Because when I moved out the house and married. And Nicole's an attorney. She's a lawyer and attorney. And you worry about mom's reaction. You worry about mom's reaction. I say, you can't do worry about that. You got to live your life. And your mom had to understand. So Danny talked to Bill. She said, how dare you move here to the family press? Why you can't move somewhere else? Why this? He said he sold that house. He bought this one and all that stuff. And then he basically tried to tell them like they could get over it or something like that. Bill was getting arrogant. He was very arrogant. And then he said, I made you. He said, you didn't make me. I built myself up. And I brought you along the ride. I said, not Bill thinking that he made himself and he bought Danny. Like I said, so you prayed on Danny, like you knew Danny, and you want to use their family connection to get what you want. That also made me think about Sarah and Haley. I said, girl, he wants prestige so damn bad. He going up there, freaking Bill. Okay. And then he do that. He said, "Oh, I'm helping her because she had nobody. She was orphaned." I said, "Well, that's why the Dupree family took her in, so she wasn't alone. He didn't need you to help her." So, like I said, Ashley's mom, Les, and Mona was talking. That's Mona. That's one of Nicole's sisters. They have the comments in the little Kiki moment. They was talking about tea that was happening with the family press club and everything, so whatnot. And that's what Leslie, she had a little grieving, and she said, "Oh no," so like that, and she gave them more information. She first information because she's trying to find out what's happening. Some tea. So Bill said he need Haley right now. He said their marriage was way in trouble before Haley came along. I said that be that as may. Fine. If the marriage was ending, you didn't want to be married, it's fine. It's not one thing. It's one thing that you do that to Haley, your daughter's best friend, person I took in. He couldn't anything else. It had to be Haley. She said men would cheat trope, that whole men would cheat and have needs and yada yada yada. Go ahead, Bill. Go ahead. Bye, 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 bye. And she slapped the hell out of him too. He go. I said, "Oh, not the lip quiver." And she said, "Pass his pole on. You just a pass girl." And then she broke down the elevator. I said, "Oh, Danny, girl." So we got Vanessa sitting there with a freaking scarf around her head. Like I said, "Girl, what you doing? You bonding or something? What the hell's going on here?" Act like she's that girl in a freaking skin wheel, laughing hysterically. And she the role playing with some guy. I said, "Who is this guy?" He touched her leg and she getting a frisky. And Danny said, interrupted her. She said, "Girl, this not Doug." Then we got a scene with Doug in his car hitting somebody else. So I said, "Oh, she matched with the chocolate. Okay, but why is she stepping around and doing some little freaky things with this little guy here?" I said, "Oh, Vanessa, now let me find that girl." So they had to protect Martin. They would not tell Martin what's happening, keep him out the loop, and he had no regrets. They don't have no regrets of what they did. They would do it all over again if they have to do it again. They have no regrets. So, so Martin talked to freaking Smitty, and Smitty was telling him about something you not remembering. And he said, "I don't need you to dissect." I said, "Boy, you need to calm down. You do too much freaking testosterone and being upset about things." And he trying to help. So, Vernon and Anita talk. They text the family. "Emergency man family meeting. Come here. Right away." I said, "Oh, child, we get something." So we gotta know that Naomi was a daddy's girl. Her and Bill was so close, but then they don't have that connection anymore. And we gotta find out Naomi can sing. I said, "Oh, she followed her grandma's footsteps. She can sing, got the voice." And I was like, so Nicole asked her son. She said, "Listen, I need you to talk to Danny. Maybe you could be the one to validate her feelings, because everybody trying to tell her and trying to tell her to move on and everything. But maybe you probably could let her feel validated." And so he said, "I could do that." So Nita and Vernon said, as Nine Front told them that they're going to attend the family. And Danny said, "What? Hell no." And Nita gave her a look. I said, "Ooh, now you talk, ooh, okay." She said, "You make." So Nicole said, "I agree with Danny. You go, what? It don't make any sense. You trying to make us go to the wedding after we, no, nobody want to go there." They said they're going to do that. We're going to stand out in front. It's not about enjoyment. We just going to stand down and her contentment. So Danny said, "No, no, no. I'm not on board with it. Hell no." No, Vernon had to do his magic on Danny, because Danny's like my daddy's girl, and every time Vernon talks to Danny, she melts, and then she comes to that little girl herself, and she melts, and she just listens to her daddy. She said, "Oh my gosh, it's something important," because he didn't want to tell her what's the point and why he didn't want to tell her. But she said, "It's very important, and something that you didn't want to tell me, and I had to go. I will be there." I said, "Oh my god, now you're gonna make child." If I were Danny, I would cause a fucking scene. But whatever, it is what it is. I would act like that when it's a funeral. Come on, I said, "Oh my god, really? Oh, they took her away from me. I was like, oh my god." I would act a whole damn fool in that freaking wedding. They had to kick my ass out. I said, "You want me here, right? So You didn't say I had to be cool and cordial. You just said I had to tip. I want to act like how I want to act in this freaking wedding. But you know, they're about to kick her out. But still, nobody care about you, girl. Go ahead and get married, girl. But I would play a whole fool, or I would have Daddy get a banging ass dress or something like that. Sit in that front row and stare at them down. And every time I talk, I make subscribe a slut, hoe, prostitute, cunt. Get out of here. I like chill, act a whole fool. So now Danny may feel betrayed by the parents. I say yes. It's one thing that Bill did that. Now the parents is forcing her to go attend this wedding. And the wedding is tomorrow. So they got to attend. I said, oh, chill. So Chelsea feel like her mother is going to freaking take it out of her. She take her anger out of her, frustration out of her, and be so freaking overbearing. It's too much. And she don't like how mom treating her. So I said, oh, child. And then I said, Haley, I don't know what dumbness are you walking under. What kind of dunce cat education you work and you got a degree on. But I don't know why you feel the need to always constantly come to Danny and try to talk to her and make peace with Danny and actually you're gonna be civil with her and have forgiveness. No, you don't deserve that. And I make you and your husband a living hell. So stay away from me and get the F out of my face. So Ashley and Naomi gonna meet up together later on. Then Naomi and Bill. Baby, the way how Naomi read her father, I was like, bravo, bellissima. Bravo. She said, you a walking cliche. It's not the fact you ended the marriage. It's the fact that you did it with freaking Haley. You flaunted the girl in our faces. You having a wedding in a country club. You moved in the community. How low can you be? And you being disrespectful and you being rude. And you need I to respect you. I talk to you how I want to talk to you. And he said, I want to make a relationship. I said, well, the only way you can work on that, if you're not with this chick or you move away from us. She said, I don't have respect for you. And I'm glad. And I love how they held them accountable. Y'all not skipping away because, you know, so many people would be pick-me's. Because I just feel like Head is a pick-me. But I was saying, you know, somebody, I was hoping I was thinking somebody will be a pick-me and say, well, why y'all doing this? Bill ain't into the wrong. Baby, can you? I said, shut up. I like how everybody's on their freaking deck, head top, front, back, left, right, side to side. Oh, I forgot. The end of episode 3. Freaking Laura is driving home. She's driving home. Then we get this motorcycle freaking driving behind Laura, blinding her, whatever, at least putting large lights on, creeping up really fast. She's freaking out because it's getting closer and closer, kind of deliberately trying to cause her to have an accident, and what she did. And then we see Leslie home taking the motorcycle, and it was her. And I said, why the fact you going over freaking Laura? And then it dawned on me. She tried to get close to freaking Ted and Nicole and try to wreak havoc with it. So she take Laura out so she could get her daughter in the sister's seat so her daughter could have her eyes and ears and watch Nicole and Ted. And then they could plan a course of action. That's how they'll try to do it. So I said, I don't understand why you had to go after Laura. But that was their plan. Kimonos called Leslie. I said, yeah, boy, you don't realize your friend is the one that caused the accident. But okay. But Kimono called Leslie. told Leslie what happened. Leslie, oh my God, Leslie was playing it off. She's like, oh my God, girl, I'm sorry. It's like, what happened? If you need me, I'll be here. It's what. And I said, oh, child, that girl is something else. Something else. I said, oh. She said, we got to find a new system. She said, how about Eva? And said that this is that and whatever. And she she want to work in this type of field, something like that. And she said, oh, she got a great. And I was thinking about it. I said, oh, Eva would be great. I said, oh, that was a plan. She tried to do that. That was a plan. So they went about Laura. Laura's in the hospital. She got a displaced fracture, so she got to go to surgery. She gonna be out of commission for a couple of weeks and like that. She worried about it because she needs to go back to work. She needs to go travel, and she can't travel right now because that's impossible. So they gonna do the surgery. I think there's no charge to her. And she said, "I'm thank y'all for doing that." She said, "No, you great for us, and this is what we can do for you." And Naomi said, "That's that." Now back to Naomi and Bill. Naomi said, "How far is that to her?" As well as I said, like, she reacts what happened. And they realized it seemed like it was attempted murder, and they said Naomi's homie. Who the hell I'm talking about? What is it? Naomi's husband is Jacob. He could look into it because he's part of the police force, so he could look into it. So we can find out. I said, "All right, go ahead." So Chelsea had a photo shoot. Danny's overbearing. She said, "I don't like this. Let's do this. Wear the shoes. Wear that. This that." I said, "Oh, girl, Danny, calm down, girl. Can you sit down in the corner, drink some juice or something, girl? Sit down with it." So Andre told Danny, and he flirting. I said, "Hold up. Don't nobody who know who Andrew is?" Because I was like, I know he did mention his familiar tie to Ted, and I know Danny know Ted because I know Danny know that Ted is her sister husband, and that's his nephew. But I said, no, technically, yes, they're not related by blood, but still, he's still family. So don't be wrong. The scene was nice. Danny needed a release. She needed something, at least if it one day, even one day for that one night. She needed something to take her mind away from Danny. If Andre had to do it for her, it is what it is. He had a nice body, so he could look. Like I said, the man was looking nice. So I was like, okay. But I was like, oh my God. Yes, I get it. But, it happened. It was nice for her. But I was like, we can't make this a thing between y'all two. Nah, he's a player, and then he's still family, even though it's about marriage. I know if okay, whatever. But he told Danny to sit it out. She said without. She said, "You know what? That's right." She said, he said, have fun, just enjoy it." And just she did. She sat down, she listened, and she enjoyed this photo shoot. Chelsea killed it. Her daughter killed it. And then she did. And, Andre reminded him, he's looking at the pictures, the ebony picture in the wall. He said, "This is you." And he's a force to reckon with. And he's a fool and all that stuff. And he was playing all this, saying the right thing for Danny. Danny said, "You want to have a drink with me?" And that's what he told. He told him that he is the nephew to Ted and everything. But then he said not my blood. And I said, why he said not my blood? But whatever, not blood, but Ted and everything. But So Bill had a surprise thing for Haley. She said, "Oh my God, just the way he do that." I said, "What? Is he a husband or a father figure?" It seemed like he's the father figure that did everything you needed because you had much growing up, and he provided everything for you and whatnot. I said, "Oh." He gave her bracelets, and he gave you life, and he got life from her, and all that, yes and that. I said, "Oh, yeah, just a bunch of dusties or whatever." Naomi and Ashley double dated. Naomi told Ashley what happened. Ashley had some little insecurities about how maybe the rest of that for her, and she was worried because there's a lot of these happening. It's different when you study, but it's different. It's another thing when you actually put in practice. And she was kind of a little insecurities. David kind of consoled her. And, he was a good husband. She fell asleep one night. When Jacob was telling his little grievances about his thing about having a partner, and she just went to sleep. I said, "Oh, girl, you were just tired." Okay, girl. He took her home. Derek took Ashley's home, put her in the bed, her clothes on. And while he walked away, she woke up. I said, "Oh, girl, you woke up that quick. You was slight sleeper." And he said, "Oh, this that," and she wanted a little freaking dicky on. I said, "No, that's right. You better kiss it, man." Andre and Daniel's flirting, and they got the little nasty going on, and the wedding's tomorrow. That was the 4 episodes. I talked every day. But it was good. It's a good plot. I love the good progression. Despite whether the acting may not be the great or all, but it's still a good soap. And y'all continue. And tell me your thoughts. What y'all think about Brianna Gates? Put it down in the comment section down below. I appreciate everyone who coming through. Please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Share this out. And y'all see y'all next time. Don't forget, I will be doing my training videos soon. The favorite fiance, I didn't forget about that. And quickly with the Married at First Sight, I said we're gonna get a quick update. Camille and Thomas the only one that said yes. Nobody else is put together. It is what it is. Carter Warren said no. Is expected. Madison David, they try to apologize. They're gonna be damn. It is what it is. Everybody move on. Akechi's still stupid. He's still whack. And that's that. That's all I know what to say about that. Next week, they got continued boards on the man getting engaged with somebody else and with somebody new. I said, oh, that's quick. But whatever. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel about the thing. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace out. All right, y'all. Talk to you later. Peace out.